BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So we have our latest new version of the Edge web browser for desktop, version 110, which Microsoft rolled out on the 9th of February. And that was once again late yesterday in my region. Now, there are a couple of new features in version 110, and then of course we get the all-important security updates that have been made available with this latest stable release. And because we are dealing with important security updates, at first, to double check if you have this update, let's just head to the menu, Help and Feedback about Microsoft Edge. And after this update has been applied, the latest version and build will now be 110.0.1587.41. So that's the latest stable release. Now, just to go through these security updates quickly before we have a look at some of those new features. There are 12 security updates and fixes that have rolled out in total with this latest release. 2 of those security updates are actually for the browser, the Edge browser itself. Edge-specific updates, security fixes which address a remote code execution vulnerability and a spoofing vulnerability. And then we also get 10 Chromium security updates from the open source Chromium project. And those obviously were more or less the same that rolled out for Google Chrome because the browser is based on the open source Chromium platform. And they also addressed 3 high-risk security flaws. So an important security update, 12 security fixes in total, 2 Edge-specific, 10 for the Chromium platform. So just double-check your browser is up to date. Now, with that out the way, let's just get into the new features. And a new feature that is starting to roll out on a controlled rollout, because I'm not seeing it yet, is the new drop, and that's the Edge drop, which is a new feature that allows you to send files and notes across all your devices where you have the Edge browser installed with the same Microsoft account. Now, when it does roll out, you'll see the drop in the sidebar. It will appear in the sidebar, but as mentioned, this is on a controlled rollout, and I'm not seeing it yet on both my devices. But just to give you a brief overview as to more or less what to expect, if we head over to Edge Canary, and I have posted on Edge Drop on this channel, so if you want some more info, just do a search. But just to do a quick recap, basically what Drop does is you can send files across your devices. You can drag and drop files here to select them faster. And as mentioned previously, this works with Microsoft OneDrive. So if you have OneDrive and are signed up using OneDrive, you can use this drop feature across all your synced devices to send files, and also you can drag and drop files in here and then also send them. And that's just a very brief overview as to what the Microsoft drop feature is all about. And as mentioned, not seen it yet in the stable version in my region, but something you can try just to try and force the drop feature is head up to your address bar, enter edge://flags, and you can try and enable the actual flags, enable drops custom notification, and that might force that feature into the browser if it hasn't arrived just in the normal update, because it is on a controlled rollout. So you can try, use these flags, just restart your browser after you've enabled both of them, and that could force the drop feature, which I am still not seeing. So new Edge drop available now in version 110. Now, if we head over to the Immersive Reader, which basically, as many of you will know, just thins out the website and the web page. I'm just using an example from Wikipedia. It just removes all the clutter and just makes articles a lot easier to see. There are 2 new policies that have rolled out for Immersive Reader in Edge version 110. And the first is Immersive Reader Grammar Tools enabled, and the second is Immersive Reader Picture Dictionary enabled. And these 2 new policies have been added in this latest version of Edge 110, and they basically are there to allow administrators to control the availability of grammar tools and picture dictionary features within Immersive Reader. So that will be for IT admins using the Immersive Reader feature. And then just to make quick mention of the last new feature, and that's enabling sync for Azure Active Directory signed in customers. And I'm just going to make mention of this quickly. And Microsoft says in the release notes, for Azure Active Directory users who have sync turned off, after the browser is launched, they'll see a notification prompt and have sync turned on for all signed in instances of Microsoft Edge. This sync enablement includes other devices where they're signed in. So they've enabled sync for Azure Active Directory signed in customers in Edge version 110. And then there are 6 new policies and 4 deprecated policies. And that's more or less what's new. And just to make one quick mention, I have also noticed, if we head back to the sidebar, if you click on the Outlook productivity tool in the sidebar, you may notice now that it has received a dark mode, where previously it was only available in light mode, and that has also been changed now to dark mode in Edge version 110, which I actually noticed in the sidebar, just fiddling around after the update. But I would consider the new drop feature, as mentioned, to be the key highlight. And as mentioned, if you don't see it yet, it is on a controlled rollout, and you can also try enabling those flags to try and force the feature into the browser before it rolls out. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.